show you how to love, learn, and reflect. Nothing's impossible, the unthinkable. There should be a goal. Do the unthinkable, marriage should be a goal.
You ready?
Nope.
It's 2021. Are we back? Are we back?
No.
I think we are.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back to season 2 of LL and R. Like we official.
Oh, it's season 2.
Man, we definitely appreciate you guys. Thanks for the patience and the wait, man. We've been super busy doing a lot of different things, and we just call it life. We've had a lot of different opportunities that came our way that we kind of took advantage of, and we truly apologize for slowing down on the content, but you know, it was set up for greater things so we can grow. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, if you forgot who we were, I'm Anthony.
I'm Jackie.
And you know, we are back in the living room. What we call it?
Back in the living room.
Is that what it was?
It was always the living room.
It was?
No, it wasn't. Let's recap.
We
started off downstairs in the basement.
Started off in the basement. We went. What did we do? An episode outside on the patio.
Yeah, we had it outside on the patio.
Then we came to the couch.
Yep. Now we on the couch.
So welcome back in our living room, man. Man. So we're gonna just kind of talk about, just kind of do a little recap of what we talked about, I guess, last season of LL and R, man. You know, how am I doing on the silent treatment? How am I doing? Remember we had our little silent treatment video.
How are you doing on not being in
the hot seat on the silent treatment side?
Oh, you've been doing a lot better on this. Yeah, you've been. Oh man, you've been jacking yourself up lately. Anyway.
So check this out. I'm sorry, I gotta tell it. No, I ain't saying that. Go ahead.
Okay.
I've been jacking myself up lately.
You've been jacking
I've
yourself
been real
up
clumsy lately for some reason, but we're going to get that together. Go ahead, babe.
On the silent treatment, you have been doing very well. I mean, I haven't even thought about it, so there hasn't been like moments where you've we haven't like addressed issues like that. So it's been actually really good. But what about me?
On a scale of 1 to 10, you probably at a 9. So you're doing pretty good yourself, yes. But we really haven't had moments. I think we've been kind of in a good space, you know, and being kind of so busy, we ain't really had time to really have any silent treatment moments or anything of that nature.
Right,
am I right?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And probably tomorrow, it's something that happened.
Right. It's always we doing good. Yeah, man. The next thing you know,
the enemy.
Right.
The end in me.
Yeah, right. and she ain't talking to me or nothing. We almost had a silent treatment moment today, but you know.
Did we?
Yeah.
For what?
You talking about you was gonna leave me?
Yeah, I am. I plan on it.
Why?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so our anniversary is on
Thursday.
No,
Friday. Friday.
Saturday.
Our anniversary's on Friday.
Is it?
April 1st is Thursday.
Oh.
April 2nd is Friday.
Okay, all I know is our anniversary is coming up. And on our anniversary, we have been having plans to go out of town. And I look forward to going out of town. But now he's telling me because of a sitter issue, we're not going out of town. And I'm like, guess I'm going by myself because I'm going. I'm still going. He can be the babysitter, the daddy, whatever y'all want to call it. I'm leaving.
And we gonna be right in the car with you.
Okay. We who? It's not a we. It's our anniversary. We need to find a babysitter.
You wanted to have a kid, so you gotta take the
pull out.
That wasn't my fault.
Yeah, well, I didn't
you wanted a baby.
No, Jones. I did, but as soon as I said I didn't, God was like, stop playing, and implanted him. I no longer wanted one.
Well, too bad we got it.
Because Mama's going out of town.
Hey.
Not with no kids. I'm not doing it. Not for the anniversary. I'm not. He's not going. For real. We have to find somebody to watch Elijah.
And then
if not, I'm going by myself.
You're not going by yourself. I don't know where in the world you got that in your head, it's an end
I will
of
video call you the whole time.
This video about to be over because we about to have some problems.
That's what they want to watch.
No, they don't.
Babe, I'm for real.
No, it's not happening, man.
It's the only way that it's not happening is if Elijah gets a babysitter. And he wants to go to his papa and go fishing.
Okay, well, show daddy set it up. Anyway.
Sounds good to me.
Anyway, sorry y'all, back to our, what does that say?
A silent treatment.
Nope.
No.
Back to our regular scheduled program. Where we were interrupted by this one, talking about some nonsense. But anyway, so yeah, man, we talked about blended families in the last season or whatever.
We talked about petty
pettiness, which she's being petty right now. We talked about a lot, man. I think that throughout that whole process of where we were then till now has been so much growth, right? So some of the things that we dealt with then, we're no longer dealing with.
Not as they're not as detrimental as they would have been without having these year-long conversations. Like, we know how to kind of navigate through them better.
Yeah.
It's not that we don't have them. It's just that we are more aware of them, I think.
Yeah. That's the same thing. It's like we're not having that many issues with any of the things that we talked about before.
Yeah, no, because we still have petty issues. You still annoying. What was that one? Was it petty or annoying stuff? Because you still leave like the
I still want a dog though.
The Elijah, be quiet. You still leave the air freshener can not in the bathroom. You seem like you got to take it out and leave it on my side of the sink. You don't know because you're not the one that's taking it every time from the bathroom by my sink and putting it back on the floor in the toilet room.
What?
What? I just don't say nothing no more about it. Because I'm
Man.
always the one that's moving it.
And I'm always the one still closing cabinets, still picking up your clothes out the bathroom and putting them in the laundry room.
No, you're not.
Oh my
I
word.
pick up your stuff
I just
every
picked up
morning
some
when
of
I
your
get
drawers today.
I pick up your stuff all the time out the bathroom in the morning.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. You don't know because you're not the one picking them up.
We about to start having video. I'm about to start recording this. Watch.
I'll record it too.
No. Okay. It's not going to happen because I don't do it.
Say that 100.
100.
Oh,
When did I do it? When did I do
Every
it?
day.
I bet you can't go in there right now.
I bet you because I probably already picked it up.
No, you did not.
Jones, you do it.
Man, she's tripping.
Okay.
She lying, y'all.
There ain't no reason to lie. I pick up your drawers every time. When I set my stuff up from the when I'm done taking the shower, I pick yours up and mine and I throw it in the basket.
No, you don't.
Babe, I do.
No, when you go to the think tank, your drawers stay right there, and I had to pick them up, and your socks today.
My socks, maybe.
And your underwear, they was green. I remember today.
One time out of
All
me.
the time.
One time out of me.
Then she'll stuff them up under the sink, not like up under the sink in the cabinet, but she'll. Yeah, girl.
You talking about where the baseboard is at?
Yeah, we still got some.
That's
petty.
where I find your stuff
We
at?
still got some petty.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, because we can do a whole nother list of stuff that gets on each other's nerves. I would gladly win.
No, you won't.
Jones.
You leave the cabinets open still, busting my knees up. You still don't clean up after yourself. Leave all
I
hair.
don't clean up after myself.
No, you leave hairballs in the
That's
sink.
impossible. I don't leave hairballs in no sink.
Yes, you do.
Where? From where?
Let's take the camera in the bathroom right now.
You won't see none of my hairballs in the sink.
On the mirror.
No, you
I
don't.
just cleaned the mirror, Steve.
This hair don't do like my hair before.
Yeah, dude.
No, it does
It's
not.
heads.
No, it don't.
You had. Matter of fact, when you were studying this morning, you had a ball of hair on your shirt.
That was from you.
I was like, wait a minute, is she Chachia petting? Shit, I thought it was right here. I was like, baby, you growing hair right here. But it wasn't. It was from her head. Hair always in the bed.
That was a one-time experience. Ain't no hair, no always in the bed.
Yes, it is.
Babe.
What?
It's not true.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Stop it. Spontaneous was one of our conversations. I think
Yes.
that's the one we had out
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Have we been spontaneous lately?
No, because you always shutting it down every time I try to be spontaneous.
What do you mean?
When I be like, let's go to Colorado. Yeah, I don't want to. Let's go to Clinton. Yeah, I don't want to. Let's
Clinton
go.
is not spontaneous.
It is.
Babe,
It's a
listen,
road
listen,
trip
babe,
down the road. What?
listen. I've been going to Clinton and Osceola my whole life. So the thrill of going to Clinton is just, I'm just like, it's not a thrill to me.
It's
I don't care
away
if my
from the
daddy and them
city.
is there or not. Like, I've been doing that trip for 40 years, about to be. And in my mama's womb, you count that. So Clinton is not a thrill. I mean, it's cool, but that's not a spontaneous thing for me. It's a, like Elijah say. But Colorado, fine. But if you was thinking about trips, I was thinking about like local things.
I tried to take her and drive her to the Grand Canyon because that's something she wanted to do. She shut that down.
I don't remember that conversation.
Of course, you never remember nothing that's on your end. See, that's the problem. See, when it's on me, I confess up. But when it's
I
on her,
confess by saying I just don't remember. My confession, just because I said I don't remember.
yeah, that's just like a criminal. I can't recall. I can't recall.
And so if you ask me if I wanted to
Guilty.
go to Colorado, what did you say? What place? The Grand Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
I think, what did I tell you? I said it's cool, but I don't. What did I tell you? I don't even remember. I don't remember. I can't
She
remember.
remembers, but don't remember the conversation.
Because I'm trying to remember. I think what I might have said was something like, I'm not interested like I would be scared. I think that was the only thing. And then you agreed that you would come to be scared too, like going up there. But I don't remember like saying no.
I'm not scared of heights.
Oh, well, I am.
Shoot, kiddo.
Yeah, well, I am.
Okay.
So valid excuse or reasoning. I want to see it, yeah, but do I want to ride up the side of the rocks to do it?
Maybe not.
Yeah, that's the only thing. You remember the anxiety attack I had last time, and that was in Colorado. That ain't nothing compared to what look like what those type of rocks are, or mountains. Are those considered? What are those considered?
Mountains.
There's a mountain.
Yeah, that was a mountain.
No, I'm not Colorado. I'm talking about the canyons. Oh, so a mountain and a canyon. Two different things.
It's the same. They look the same.
Ain't no
just got a
bushes or
hole
nothing.
in it.
Bushes, it ain't no bushes.
It is
nothing
bushes on the canyon.
Don't look like. From the picture, look like nothing but rocks and death.
I guess so. Anyway.
I mean, we'll go if you want. If you want to go, you know.
I don't want to go no more.
Oh, fine. That's fine.
I don't want to go no more.
Why don't you want to go?
I just don't.
Okay, sounds good to me. That trip's over. Anyways, what was another conversation we had this year? Or last year we talked about blended families. And we had all the kids here.
Mm-hmm.
We had two conversations like on blended family. We had the whole family here, and then we had one that we was just talking about the blended families, and we had our story on how we met and stuff, and then triggers. We had one on triggers. What triggers you? Then
speaking of, does triggers? I'm trying to think. Do those triggers still bother me? Like I haven't really been mad, like for real, so I wouldn't know.
What was my triggers? Like lying and stuff. I think mine was probably like lying and stuff brings about like old things, which brought up other things. So yeah, the triggers, that was it. And
I think one of mine was you saying I'm mad and I'm really not mad, and then it makes me mad.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. That was one. And let me see. What was another video that we had? I don't know. We did one like almost every week.
Yeah.
We did one almost every week last year. So
We're gonna put one out tomorrow. We got some good content.
yeah, we actually have like a little calendar where we're actually things that might happen in the day and be like, oh, good topic, and write it down. So we ready to return. We just wanted to do a recap today of everything, and then clearly, it, like our conversations always go, sway and go into other things. But you don't think it did?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it definitely did, as it always does. And then let me see, what else? Oh, we came out with a new theme song. If you didn't notice at the beginning of this video, you actually heard it. So that's our new LLNR theme song, our new LLNR intro. Dope. Let us know what you think about that.
Shout out to Dove Award winner Chris Cobbins. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time and all the effort you put into helping me with that project, man. It was greatly appreciated, man. Thank you. Definitely a blessing. Definitely a blessing, man. Thank you.
What about yourself?
It's not about me.
It is about you. What do you mean?
Okay, I wrote it.
Okay. Oh, Anthony wrote it.
I did write it. So, thank you. We've gotten good feedback on it. I mean, I don't know. What? Okay, so I have a problem with giving myself props. I'm not that type of guy. Like, but my wife wants me to recognize what I did a lot more. I guess modesty, if you want to call it. I don't know. Humbleness. I don't know. I just don't be tripping on it. You know, I'm a, and she's been getting on me about this for years. Like, I'm a people person. I like to help people first before myself. And she's like, what about you? What about yourself? What about, you know, so it's hard for me. I'm learning, I'm trying, you know, some things that happened, and I did buy myself something, but I bought her something as well. And she was like, you know, but she's wanting me to, I guess, give myself shout outs.
Yeah, I don't want you to be as if you're not being like you're being arrogant for doing what you did. Like to say, hey, I gotta y'all hear the intro? That was, you know, I did the intro, you know what I'm saying? And my music, and then thanks Chris Cobbins for helping me for the song that I wrote. It's okay, you did it. It's okay.
It's hard for me. Like, I don't know. I don't even know where that came from.
Because
like,
you always address stuff, or you address other people as be humble. So do you have a fear of people perceiving you as not being humble? Because you're excited about the song because you literally just presented it, and you've presented it multiple times to people, but now when it's time to address what you did, you pull back like it's not a big deal. It absolutely is, and it's a great song.
Thank you, baby. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna work on that. Maybe that's a pet peeve for you. No? Maybe.
I don't know if it's a pet peeve. It's just kind of, I guess I get irritated slightly, or I'm just like, why?
Maybe it is. Well, maybe, yeah, but I'm saying maybe it is that I don't want to come off as arrogant. Maybe.
I think that might be it. Because I never said it like that before, but I think that what it is, you don't want to come off as arrogant, and so you don't present your greatness. And I'm just like, and then when you do, then you just always like shut it down. Like, no, it was good.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be great at whatever it is you're great at.
I think here is another thing too. And this is one of the things I'm trying, because I say it a lot and I'm trying to practice what I preach, right? I tell others, like, don't let people steal your confidence in what it is you do. And I think at one point in time, I may have let somebody steal my confidence. That's why a lot of times, like, that's why I never really, that's why I kind of stopped recording, stopped trying to write, stopped, because I had let something and someone kind of break my confidence. That makes sense?
Do you think you broke your own
No,
confidence?
I didn't.
So why haven't you continued then? Because if you're
because so here's the thing: when somebody, and I know it's kind of a sad deal, but once somebody breaks your confidence, then everything you do after that turns into fear. And sometimes it's hard to get over your fear unless you just get in and do it. You know what I'm saying?
And so from that point on, you have killed your own dreams and whatever from that point on.
Maybe kind of based off of what the confidence that I did had, and then I lacked it. I started lacking confidence in an area, and then that lack of confidence turned into fear. So it could have been myself holding myself back, yeah. But it started out with a one moment thing, and it turned into something else. Well, not something else. It turned into fear, and I just been suppressing it and not really, letting it display and show and this, that, and the third, and just kind of, left it there, and you was like, you should write something, and then that day I did it right there, and you was like, oh wow, babe, that sounds good, and then we just took it to the next level, and here we are. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I think that's what happened. I heard a wise man once say, fear is the number one killer of success. And I let fear creep in so much with so many different things. Like the things that I know I could have been successful in, it destroyed a lot of things, maybe a lot of different doors opening up, and and I have that confidence back now, so whatever opportunity that presents, I'm gonna walk through the door, and I'm gonna walk with my head held high. And I know now mentally that even if I feel like somebody, that will make me grind harder now, because I know now mentally that I can't go backwards, especially if the opportunity or the door open and I'm in there, and it's just like, okay, you just need to change your game up or work harder, so they'll see, boom, you in the game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So in essence, don't let fear keep you from your destiny, from any goals you're trying to achieve. Don't let your confidence be shot, and if it does, keep grinding, keep going, because it can easily be broken, because when you go through any trial, tribulation, anything, confidence, anything, and that fear creep in, you're going to shut down, you're going to suppress, you're going to do whatever. So that's the time you need to rise above, go all out, and do your thing.
I agree. Because I used to keep that note on my laptop for the longest when I was listening to Les Brown, and it said, fear is false expectations appearing real.
Ooh, yes.
Appearing real.
Yes.
And I kept that on that computer forever until I memorized it, because I was like, that is so true, because it stops you from literally doing almost anything. Fear, and then I've noticed, just me personally, I'd be so afraid to do things, and then once I do it, it's either the event didn't last as long as I thought it was going to be. I accomplished it, and then I grew from it, and it's just like, what was I afraid of?
Right.
Absolutely nothing. No reason to be scared to take that step. Right. So when he had, what is that, an acronym? And I was just like, man, that makes so much sense. Because it's really not nothing, but you just put all of that inside of you, and all that anxiety will build up in there, and it's just, a false
'Cause
expectation. I'm expecting something
right.
almost terrible.
Yep.
So the false expectations of something appearing real. That's how I done thought of it so bad that I just think that this is definitely gonna happen.
Right.
And appearing real, and then when I'm involved in, it's just like boop, and over.
That's true.
And it wasn't as bad as I
Nope.
thought it was
Nope.
gonna be.
Nope.
So just always just take that step, and for the most part, you're gonna survive. And fear helps you live. Like fear has a purpose. Like fear
sure.
is intentional, and like when you're standing on a cliff, like fear is a good thing, right? So it's not like fear is a bad thing all the time. So be afraid, but don't step off the cliff. But if it's something you can survive from, go ahead and do it.
No doubt.
I say go ahead and do it, because I've been doing it, and I've survived through tears and it all.
Yeah,
been just fine.
Just fine.
Yeah.
And also when you going through that valley, and when you crossing that, and it also builds your character.
Yeah.
It gives you mental and physical strength in the battle. It just does. And then once you get over that, there's nothing can stop you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your confidence is gonna go through the roof, and you'll have the ability to do and pretty much anything.
Right.
Nobody will be able to tell you, nah, you can't do that.
Can't do that, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because then you'll have the mindset like, oh, you said I can't do that. Watch me.
And I've been looking at it as if when I do something, now I have something to compare it to. Because now I'm like, like when I had that dance ministry that I had to do by myself, and then I was not the last thing that I did, but I remember in the beginning, I used to be like, well, if I could do that, then I know I can do this. And now I'm not comparing it to that moment anymore. I'm comparing it to the last fear that I was scared of. So now I'm like, if I can talk to 300 people, I can surely talk to 20.
Yeah.
And if I'm talking this, you know what I'm saying? So now what I'm challenging myself against isn't even my very first fear. It's just like the other things that I done
No doubt.
Conquered since then.
No doubt.
So it's definitely helps you grow.
For sure.
It doesn't take the fear away, but I think it kind of lessens it a little bit, because you have something to compare to. Like, I did that, so I know I can do this.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right.
I don't know how we got on the conversation of fear.
I love it.
It's good. It's a good conversation.
So, if you're afraid, like I was, of what you will become, get over it.
You have said that early before dating. I mean, in dating, that very exact sentence.
Yep.
Afraid of what you will become.
Because
you have said that.
You know why?
Since dating.
I was afraid of the person that I would become, because of like when I got a piece of success, would I change? Would I be Anthony, or would I turn into the jerk? Because some people get that success and fame and turn into jerks. You know what I'm saying? And almost become untouchable, or you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I've had that fear, because I'm genuinely a nice guy, and I'm genuinely a people person. So I don't know. I don't even know when and where that actually crept into my life. Right? Maybe it was when I was trying to go pro and trying to do something. I remember I was trying to go out for arena ball and all that kind of stuff, and didn't make the team. Maybe that's where that kind of.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it now, because that conversation, this was years ago, babe. But that conversation is when you told me that, and it was with a conversation that you said happened when you was in college, and so then that's been something that's just stuck all that time, and it's just been so now you just kind of just modified it. But it's still been your same underlying thing. Yeah. Like afraid of who I want to become, and so now this whole thing is just like you suppress it all because you don't even want to get there. Yeah. Afraid of who you gonna become. So because you even admitted, like when you said in that conversation, why do I remember like far away things.
Yeah, because she don't remember nothing.
Yeah, but I
She don't remember nothing, y'all. I'm telling you.
I don't know why
She can't even remember what happened yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm remembering this, but you had said you're afraid of who you become, and then you was afraid of how your family would be. In that was your conversation. That was exactly your conversation.
That was. Wow. Yes, you're absolutely right.
This was, I don't know why I remember that.
That's absolutely right.
So I think with that, since then, that's kind of just been your. That's very kind of unfortunate.
And then
you know
too,
what I'm saying? Because that's been from that long.
And then too, I had to overcome a lot of pain and resentment and anger and a lot of stuff that I had built up, with maybe even just, having a stronger father figure presence and not really, having at the time my mom around a lot. And, yes, I was raised by my grandmother, awesome, love her, but sometimes that's still not mama, you know what I'm saying? And maybe all that, was the anger and resentment and all that kind of stuff, kind of turned into another confidence thing. And,
But then you had a moment of kind of like a trauma moment after that, I'll say. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you had all of these dreams and stuff, and then that happened, and it's just like, and so then then that kind of would have shut it off. You know what I'm saying? And so then, like I can't even do it no more.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Wow.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Wow. But yeah, like I said, if you even going down that road, and I'll even attribute it to weight loss, trying to get the promotion, writing a song, poem, being a little bit more assertive and with kids and your spouse or whatever it is. Don't be afraid of what you will become. Don't be afraid of the moment where you're supposed to walk through that door of opportunity and you don't. Don't be afraid of that moment, because it will hold your blessings back. It'll, whether it be monetary, maybe again a promotion, or that house you're supposed to get because you don't speak up. Whatever it is. Don't be afraid of that moment. Endure it. Go through it. Process it. Or go through the process so you can come out on the other side a little bit greater. So with that, man, it's something that I am definitely learning daily, even in the capacity that I am with work. Like I used to have fear of talking to the CEO or the CFO or, and a lot of times, all they wanted me to do, I've always done it, but just be yourself, just relax, there's no fear in that. You know what I'm saying? You have to just, so let the fear go, stay in the moment. If it try to creep in, say a prayer, and just go all out for it, man. Go all out for it. There's some things that is on my agenda this year. We have not discussed it, but I just, that I definitely want to push myself to continue to do, including my weight loss, including, becoming a business owner and, having more freedom in finances and having, it's just so many different things, that I'm looking to achieve, not only in this year, but just period. And I want it to just spill over. So, yeah. So, anyway. Yeah. Well, my wonderful people, like, subscribe, comment. What'd I say? Like, subscribe, comment, leave, share. And leave any comments in the thing below, or no?
No, I was talking to your son and just don't listen.
Yeah, dude, stay out of here.
We don't need your help. We've been doing this for a year. We know how to close out.
Yeah. So anyway, Appreciate y'all, man. Before I go, I'm sorry. I had to tell it. I wasn't gonna tell it. I had an accident, y'all. I had an accident. When I tell you VR games are real, they are real. I got a boo-boo on my knee and on my forehead because I fell in the game and in real life. I'll just leave it there.
Virtual reality game.
Virtual reality game, I bit the dust. I bit the dust.
Bit it in the game or bit it in real life? You bit it in real life.
But in the game too, as well.
And it got scars to prove it.
And the funny thing is, I'm telling her, babe, it's a flat floor. You can't fall. You already on the ground. And here it is. Guess what? I'm the one that fell.
He fell out the elevator in the game.
Fell out the elevator in the game.
Hey.
Boom.
Hey, I should have seen it. I'm looking at it in my virtual eyes. And he's in there like, his avatar is like, and I'm like, he is falling. It seemed like in the game, it couldn't have been that far, but in the game, it seemed like you was falling down the, what they call it, the conveyor, or whatever the elevator thing is. You falling. I'm just looking, and then I'm over you like, babe, you okay? And the man was like, ma'am, you want to take your goggles off? I was like, oh. He was bleeding on his forehead. His knee got a cherry on there. His elbow, crazy, he jacked man. Up. I'm jacked scratches up, on his face.
I'm jacked up, y'all. But yeah. That's all good.
Learn from that was date night.
Yeah, date night. Learn from your mistakes and grow from them, and learn and grow and learn and grow.
Fear the elevator in virtual reality is what you should do.
Nah, don't fear that. Don't fear that. Don't fear that at all. Please don't.
I'm gonna leave it up to him. I'll leave my part because I'm afraid of heights. And in the virtual reality game, there was you had to first jump over to something to get to a beam, and I'm so afraid of heights. And all I seen was the space before you got to get to the beam, and I'm like, I'm like, tears is all set up in my VR thing because I'm crying of fear. That happened 2 or 3 times because what I wasn't about to do is jump over the beams or jump over the space from one elevator over to the other side. It's not happening. So they had to hold my hand and literally help me get to the beam or jump over the thing.
And that's the part where I was saying it wasn't real. You on a flat ground, just walk.
It was real in those goggles.
And I bit the dust. But anyway.
You bit out the elevator. Okay, we done. We out.
Always love yourself, love on somebody else, and make sure you do right by others. All right? Make sure you do right by others. LL and R out. Peace.
Let me show you how to love, learn, and reflect. Nothing's impossible, the unthinkable. There should be a goal. Do the unthinkable, there should be a goal. Let me show you how to love, learn, and reflect. Nothing's impossible, the unthinkable. There should be a goal. Do the unthinkable, there should be a goal.